Stuart Findlay goes straight into the Kilmarnock team, having joined on loan from Newcastle United. That sees Ian Wilson return to midfield, with Rory McKenzie dropping to the bench. An injured ankle means that Hamilton are without Rakesh Bingham, who scored twice against Hibs last week. Louis Longridge comes in to take his place and supports Stephen Boyd in attack. Kilmarnock still looking for their first point of the season. Here's Boyd. A little push there by Javier Thomas, giving Killie the free kick. Pushing the back on the striker. Dom Thomas delivering it in. And Kilmarnock get an early breakthrough. It took a deflection off someone at the front post. I think it was Louis Longridge who directed it beyond his goalkeeper. There's Jordan Jones. Neat pass. It's Thomas. Through to Boyd. Chance for Chris Boyd. Did the goalkeeper get a touch on that one? He certainly came out quickly to narrow the angle. Boyd thought he was on the score sheet there. Crawford quickly into the challenge. Now here's Longridge. Still Louis Longridge. Now it's Dougie Emery, trying his luck from distance. Emery's got one goal so far this season, but that came from the penalty spot. Here's Saris. Findlay, was he pushed there by Boyd? It breaks the way of Longridge. Great save, Jamie MacDonald. Reacting quickly there, and Longridge thought he made amends for the own goal until the Kilmarnock keeper tipped that one away. Header back the way by Wilson. MacDonald has to clear. Now here's Ali Crawford trying the speculative effort. Well, he was close from the halfway line there. Always visions of Pele doing that at the World Cup way back in 1970. Nice touch from Thomas. Frizzell. Now Erwin's in behind the Aki's defenders. Lee Erwin! And Kilmarnock are 2-0 in front. The former Motherwell striker claims his first goal in the league for the Rugby Park side, and a lovely lob over the advancing Woods. Suggestion of offside initially, but he was in his own half when he made the run. Here's Crawford. It's made its way through to McMahon in an advanced role on the left. There's Skondras. Terrific strike from the Greek defender. Terrific technique on the half volley to beat Jamie MacDonald. And Akis are back in the game. 2-1. Just over 2 minutes left to play. Here's Doherty. They're into the challenge of Stephen Smith. And the referee has pointed to the spots. Andrew Dallas says penalty. Strange challenge for Smith to make at this stage of the game. Here's Ali Crawford. Striking it superbly beyond Jamie MacDonald. Hamilton are back on level terms, and that may well secure the point for them here at Rugby Park.
If you go 2 up in any game in world football, you're expected to keep a bit of game management from everybody and just come in with 3 points. However, regardless how you play, I thought after we scored the second goal, we panicked for some reason. I don't know why. The home form's atrocious for the last 7 years. I don't know why. So it's something that needs to start getting addressed, other than just looking at the stats. Something needs to give.
And we've gone 2-0 down, and they go 2-0 down at a difficult place like this. To have the fight to get back into the game was really pleasing. We made the wee change, and Scott does well, puts in a great cross, and Yanis gets the first one. And I said to the boys at half time, I believe we would take something from the game. I didn't think we would go 2-0 down and get something from the game. So, like I say, the fighting spirit really pleased.
And Hamilton Accies continue to fly in the face of conventional wisdom that they should be favourites for relegation, racking up the points, Stephen. The pundits have got it all wrong.
Yeah, maybe we have actually. Kilmarnock threw it away though. They were in control, about to get their first 3 points of the season, but Hamilton fought back, and they never know when they're beaten, and that's a key strength of theirs. They started to go really direct, and Kilmarnock's midfield looked disjointed to me. They were not picking up second balls. Hamilton were. They were going with diagonal, and they pushed their two wing-backs very high up the pitch indeed. Scott McMahon, who you'll see here virtually playing as a centre forward in there, but they started playing diagonal balls to him. Here we see another long ball up the pitch. It's won actually by a Kilmarnock player, but picked up by a Hamilton player. Second balls, no Kilmarnock players around them, and another diagonal ball to that man McMahon again, and that should have been a warning shot to Kilmarnock that this was something that they were working on and they were trying to do. Ali Crawford, another diagonal ball.
Defensively, the
Well,
centre half and the
what's he
right back, Greer and O'Donnell, they can't cross over like that.
What a finish.
Yeah, brilliant finish from Scott.
And that's one wing back to the other wing back. Stevie Smith, you know, for a player his experience, especially with the Hamilton player not really going anywhere, you know, he'll look at this and he'll be embarrassed. He shouldn't go into the challenge. He should just stand on his feet and jockey the player. But Hamilton, as I said, they absolutely thrive in adversity and came back to get a draw, and it's 7 points from 9 for them.
He never gets much credit, Michael, but Martin Canning, he deserves plenty for the start that Hamilton have had, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and you know, you look at, you heard him there in his interview just saying that he changed things a little bit when they went 2-0 down, and I think it's not only Martin Canning, but you know, Guillaume Bouzelin's the coach there as well, and I know that he's a very, very good coach, somebody that's meticulous, got a good idea about how to play the game. So, you know, the whole management team at Hamilton have got to take a lot of credit, because they do get continually written off. There's not a great deal of expectation there, but they go out and they perform and they get the points, and at this stage of the season they'll be delighted with where they are.
Point for Kilmarnock. Lee McCullough talking about the atrocious home form. How do they solve it, Stephen? We alluded to it last
I bet
week.
he wishes he knows. I have no idea. I mean, after taking 1 point from a possible 12 at home so far, they will be delighted after the international break to be going away from home when they go to Motherwell. But you know, it's the million-dollar question.
Any quick tips that either of you can give them?
Score goals, don't concede any. Should be all right.
There you have it. Michael, Stephen, thank you very much as always.